All right, let's try this one again, fam. Yeah, little screaming match with my internet service provider, and we're right back online. Well, I guess we'll just go with a normal episode then. The fates didn't want me sharing the secrets, shutting us down, so that you guys out there don't get the secrets. I know. But welcome back. Thanks for rejoining us. Let's hope, knock on wood, we stay stable this time. There's no guarantees. There's just no guarantee. YouTube seems to be fine for now. Our connection's fine for now. All right. So we'll pretend like nothing happened and keep moving. What else? What other choice do we have? Thanks for rejoining us, guys. I know it's annoying, but please smash that like button again. We're live, that's right. For the new stream, twice in one day. Let's hit these Bitcoin charts. Let's hit some alts. Let's see what's moving. What's up, Saf? Josh, Mad Scientist, Benny's back. What's up, Real Estate? Ready? How you guys doing? So I guess I will just jump into it. Let's take a look at this weekly candle. She's a beaut, isn't she? She's a beaut. Well above the 20 weekly moving average. And we have still our weekly cross above the clouds on the Ichimoku indicator. An insanely bullish sign. I guess the question on everyone's mind: where are we going? What's the next move? Well, it's pretty easy to answer, I think, here. Monthly resistance, 58.8. This is likely, again, to be a zone of resistance, not necessarily an exact value. If we zoom into the weekly, we can see it's probably reasonable to expect in this area to find some sellers. How many sellers? I'm betting not so many. No way to know till we get there. But this chart's looking good. Looking good. MACD showing us momentum is bumping back up out of nowhere. After 4 weeks of waning buying momentum, we're seeing increasing selling momentum again as we reach for higher highs here. Market Cipher giving us just maybe the most beautiful combination of signals that it's given us in maybe months, 6 months, half a year even. RSI on the weekly looking like it's bouncing from 50. Could be a very powerful move ahead. Volume on this weekly still a little low. However, we've talked about this, and I think that this explains it pretty well. Range-bound trading. Really no reason to expect high volume. Now, when we push up to 58.8 and higher, test that all-time high, put in a new all-time high, we would expect volume then. If there isn't volume at that point, maybe we have something to worry about. But at the moment, with this kind of range-bound trading, I don't really see a reason that we would have tons of volume. So I'm not worried about that quite yet. Let's go down to this day. Down to the day. Yesterday closing after retracing from the 6th rally. We saw a 7.5% rally on the 6th after 3 days of green candles, and yesterday a small retracement, 2.8%. Now today we have traded above the 6th close at 55.3. Intraday we've traded back down, and we're going to take a look here to see, do we have signs on the shorter time frames that we will look to close bullish engulfing? Do we not? Are we expecting more downside? A retracement here farther than yesterday's candle wouldn't be out of the question, wouldn't be that crazy. So hopefully these small time frames have some answers for us. So let's keep working through. On the daily, we're high above our moving averages. The 20 is left in the dust with this rally. Things are looking very solid in that sense. Very solid. Daily Ichimoku cloud is twisted again. The winds may be changing, and I would agree. Market Cipher actually not showing on the daily the most bullish setup. It's not saying it can't be, but it's a little contradictory. We have VWAP moving down, momentum moving up, and money flow moving up. Not a really easy way to analyze that. It's kind of giving us both indications. Now, this might be our biggest signal, our most important indicator on the daily here would be our MACD. Now, it's not always the most important, but today, especially because Market Cipher is not helping us out, MACD might be giving us the answers. We did see the MACD setup. We wanted to see a higher high on MACD versus July. That happened on the 6th. Yesterday we closed with increasing momentum despite closing a red candle. And today we see the first waning buying momentum candle in a week plus. However, this candle's not closed yet. We got 4 hours, almost 3 hours, 45 minutes, almost an entire 4-hour candle left. Would not shock me. Just based on this, would not shock me to see price move higher and to see our MACD histogram move higher as well and continue to show us momentum on the buy side is increasing. Would be very normal, to be honest. You almost expect to see this dark blue candle here. I would wager that almost, if not all of these, most of these, at some point intraday, were waning momentum candles before closing higher. So that may be what we're seeing again here today. We can see that even if momentum is waning, it's very, very close. It's not a large or a violent waning. It's a very subtle one. Something tells me a close above that bullish engulfing level 55.3 would do the trick. Since we've already traded there today and put in a higher high on this weekly, I think that's a pretty reasonable argument. Our new moon. No one can ever laugh at the moon stuff again. I'm not even gonna lie. No one can ever laugh at it again. I laughed at it while making the video. I'm gonna just like make this green. Here we go. I laughed at it while making the video, but you just can't. You just can't. The 6th was the new moon, and the 6th is when we rallied past daily and weekly resistance, closed above there. Can't laugh at the moon stuff anymore. It's too real. It's too real. Okay, let's keep going. So we're going to get into sub-day, lower than the daily time frames here. And we're going to examine what might be in store. What is it today? Saturday? Friday? What might be in store for the weekend? Actually, that's spicy, and that might change our analysis a little bit. On the weekends, we've definitely been seeing volatile moves. We have also been seeing those volatile moves retrace, whether to the downside or upside. And we've seen CME pretty much open gapless. So where we are at the close of today very well may be where we are at the open of Monday. In between, we may see kind of just maybe meaningless trading, meaningless price action. We'll see. 12-hour, very interesting. Very interesting. We have a double top on the 12-hour right now. We have wicks above, but our candle body closes are at pretty much the exact same value at that 55.3. And in this 12-hour candle, we've seen almost a full retracement before buyers came in on the 12. This is, to me, still showing strength. This is not necessarily a sign of weakness. This, to me, looks more like a sign of consolidation. Local support here on the 12-hour, 53.8. 53,800. See what our indicators are saying. 12-hour may be looking to roll over, though money flow is not showing us that. VWAP trending down and momentum trending down. And that's being backed up here by our MACD on the 12, closing 2 waning momentum candles in a row, potentially 3. However, RSI, this is spicy. RSI, though, this is interesting. What we're seeing here is RSI is literally shoved up above into overbought territory and bouncing off of it. We have one bounce here, it looks like on the 6th, and then again on the 8th today, the 7th. Now we're back to that same RSI. We don't have any new lows. So any kind of divergence we'd find here is going to be a weak divergence, whether it's bearish or bullish. We have kind of a double bottom, double top setup. It's going to be a weak divergence in either direction. But what is interesting is it's remaining above 70, above this overbought zone. It does not take a lot when you're all the way up here to make a big move to the upside. It does not take a lot. Even a lower high could translate into a much higher high in price. That's all just speculation for now. Ichi out of the, not even close here on Ichi, not even close on our moving averages. We really are kind of up in space. This is reminiscent to me of parabolic runs. If you guys saw that butchered stream we just had, thanks to my internet service provider, you would know that we are looking at something very spicy. That suggests we are going to be looking for a new all-time high here. Maybe sooner rather than later. I don't know why that disappeared. There we are. There we are. Okay. For all the 12, let's keep zooming in. I'm going to do the... We haven't looked at the 10 maybe ever. So we're going to take a look at the 10. The 10 here almost repeating that pattern we saw on the 6 hour. That 3 rising methods. However, this is not quite valid for 2 reasons. Here's your little learning lesson of the day. 2 reasons this isn't valid. 1, the initial candle. Too small. There's no bearish engulfing in 3 rising methods. Though we do have then 1, 2, 3 red candles and then a bullish engulfing green that could easily be mistaken as 3 rising methods. But there's one more issue here, and that's the final candle, the final green, did not close above the first. Did not close above the initial green candle. So this is maybe an invalid or a fake out 3 rising methods. We don't have it here on the 10. Man. So money, this is what's interesting me about the market right now. We're seeing after this rally and consolidation, we're seeing some rolling over on time periods. It's not normally a good sign. But what we also are seeing at the same time, which is unusual, is money flow is continuing to trend up. That is very unusual. We're seeing our indicators roll over. Price hasn't really gone anywhere. We saw that also back here on the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Our indicators began to roll over, but price on the 10 hour, you can see it really clearly established a floor, refusing to close candles below 47,750. That might be what's happening again here. It even looks remarkably similar. We had a high, momentum waned off just to find more buyers, and momentum waned off again. This is looking eerily similar, actually, to back here, in my opinion, on the 10 hour. RSI in the same condition, sure. Remaining overbought, hanging out up here. There's likely to be bearish divergence on our highs and bullish divergence on our lows, but I don't think that's really going to be a factor in what happens next. Daily support at 52.7. So if these are time frames we're seeing do roll over, we may just find support right there. It's untested. You can see on the way up on this time frame, didn't even really pause there, shot right through. Now we're consolidating. So to see a move to 52.7 and then a bounce would be pretty expected, actually. So let's zoom into the stuff that might be relevant while we're streaming. 4 hour 20 moving average sitting at 53.7750. That also happens to be on the 4 hour and the 12 hour where we found support. May call for a test again of that level. That 20 moving average being there, likely to increase support in that area. The strength of that support. Below we see the 100 and 200 moving averages crossing bullishly very soon. That's a spicy. That's a spicy for sure. And the 4 hour just under the TK. Got it. This is just so weird to me, man. On every time frame, you're seeing this money flow just go against what we're seeing on VWAP. VWAP and our momentum oscillators are all rolling over while money flow is not. That is not something that we have been seeing the last few months, and definitely catches my eye. What a strange 4 hour MACD. It's just like all flat candles. Okay. This chart has a different energy than it did even just a few weeks ago. So the 2 hour is something I always look at. I highly recommend you guys check out the 2 hour whenever possible. Can't tell you why, but it just seems to be trustworthy. Unlike the dirty 4 hour. That dirty 4 hour, I don't trust it. The 2 hour, for whatever reason, very trustworthy, at least in my experience. It's sitting at that 22 hour. Ooh, and below our TK and KJ in the 2. But let's see what our indicators say. Something tells me that the 2 hour, being the Boy Scout it is going to give us different signs. This is the first time frame we've seen where VWAP is negative and is looking to roll over. I love the 2 hour. Money flow is a little ugly here with lower lows. Momentum's a little ugly with lower highs. But something tells me here, guys, this is looking to do a hook. Fake out, roll over, come back up. I love the 2 hour. In an hour and 33 minutes, I think we will have not confirmation, but a very strong confidence in this. We're going to look to see in an hour and a half if this candle closes with increasing selling momentum. Something in my gut is telling me it won't. Something in my gut's telling me it won't. We do see the 2 hour, unlike other time frames, is more leaning towards rolling over bullish than bearish. A lot of the other time frames we saw waning buying momentum. Here we're seeing waning selling momentum with our higher low. Oh, 2 hour. You're just my bread and butter. My bread and butter. Lots of bearish divergence on RSI. Just every time frame we have bearish divergence. And we said this back at 30K, guys, is when you have your chart giving you signals saying, obviously at 30K, all these signals were saying bearish, but we weren't seeing price action reflect that. When we were in that scenario, a lot of the time, we expect it to move in the other direction. So here we're having bearish signals rolling over signals, but price isn't rolling over. We actually have a higher high locally, and our lows slowly ascending. I really don't think that even that would be super threatening if we did test our daily level. That 2 hour, man, something tells me you're going to roll over. You're going to look to hold that bullish momentum, but let's get closer. The hourly, reflecting the 2 hour VWAP, just rolled over, just became positive. Momentum is catching. Kind of similar, actually, to the 2. Yep, with waning selling momentum. So, kind of this, 12 hour down to the 2, looking a little bearish. Once we get to the 2, we have a different story. The 2 and the 1 hour so far, leaning more, I think, to the bullish side. We can see RSI refusing to move down to oversold. And this is what we want to see in a bullish trend. We want to see multiple moves to overbought without any moves to oversold. That's what we have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. This is what you want. This is an uptrend. In a downtrend, and I'm sure we can zoom back and find that, maybe even here locally, we see the opposite, oversold touches without overbought touches. And yep, that's when we were not moving up. RSI, interesting tool, commonly used incorrectly. I think the 1 hour is leaning bull. 45 minute disagrees with me. Dang it. Momentum, sell side waning. This is, I think, from what I'm seeing so far, we may see 52.7, but I really think we're just going to consolidate. We're seeing a lot of conflicting stuff on different time frames, but price isn't reflecting that. It's straight. The hourly is showing us a little bullish. 45 minutes showing us a little bearish. I think there is some trickery afoot. I heard Google servers, some Google servers are down. WhatsApp, Facebook, I don't know, Instagram, maybe are down. And I said this last week when it happened. It's a perfect time for shenanigans when we get that. Here we go. 30 minute has done what we're looking for on the hour. Rolled over. This momentum is not in confidence building. Not with these tiny little nubs of bars. But we can see in the 30, that's rolled over. And we're going to look for that to translate out to the hourly, to the 2 hour, to the 3 hour, etc. All the way out. VWAP is down on these low time frames and we're hanging out near that 50 level. Dang. We're not going to get much. This is a very tight spread here on these indicators. That looks like garbage on the 15 and momentum's rolling over on the 15. Wow. This is the least definite, the least confident chart that we've looked at in some time. The 5 just swerving it. 5 doesn't look good either, though. Not at all. That might really argue well for that 52.7-ish area. Lower time frames, not looking so hot. Hourly and 2 hour looking better, and then outside of that, not so good. I don't think it's coming today. Here's kind of my thoughts on this. We have the weekend. approaching in 3 hours and 20 minutes. I was saying how we're very likely to open Monday where we close today. In that time, during this weekend, wouldn't surprise me at all, maybe to see a test of that daily resistance and or support, and then maybe even a test of resistance again at 55.4, just to return back to where today's candle closes. As long as we're not closing daily candles below 52.7, I think we're still in this uptrend. This is very much a spring to consolidation above resistance setup, and that's typically bullish. We saw that off of the 30K, and that might be what is happening again right in front of us. Definitely looks like during the stream we could see some downside. Of course, not super significant on these low time frames, but it looks like we may see some more red candles while we're live. We're not afraid of red candles. We got 300 people watching. Thanks for tuning back in, guys. I don't know what's up with my internet connection, my ISP. We seem to be good now. Can you guys let me know? Has there been any issues or anything? On my end, there hasn't been. Hopefully we fixed it. I doubt it. But it's good to have everybody. Good to have everybody here. Twitch is having problems, says DJ Mac. Thanks, man. That makes me feel better. I wouldn't be surprised if our issues were related to whatever the heck is going on. We'll take a look at Shiba next because I know that's what people come to see. I'm going to read the chat here for a little bit, though. What's up, Golem? All the things. There's lots of nice coins, true. Vinicius says it's okay now, thank you. Twitch is fine here. Nice. JB, what's up, man? Spring 2, look, you've been studying it. It looks good. That's what I'm seeing, honestly. A spring is like a concept. I don't think there's like a literal blueprint. I'm sure there is, but I don't think that'd be useful. Spring to me is really just whenever you see something that looks bearish, looks like it's gonna break down like this, and then a large buying response. So to me, that would be a spring. It's good to, after a spring, consolidate above resistance. That typically implies more upside or continuation. What's up, Just Chilling? Have I heard of Horny Dodge? No. What's up, Crispy? Sylv, the beautiful Sylv. How you doing, darling? Reeker Boy, how you doing? Your best mind. Consolidation is never a bad thing. Yeah. Fogly stream seems fine. Great. Is this Trading View? Yes, it is, Kid Navi. If you don't have a Trading View, you definitely need Trading View for technical analysis. There's no tool comparable, in my opinion. You can use the free account. It's really not very limited. I would highly recommend anyone serious about TA needs to get a Trading View account. Feel free to use my link in the description below this video. Appreciate it. Seems smooth. Thanks, A1. Mr. Saf. Wig Trade. Looks like a butte buy. Metrala AF. What's up, man? Wolfpack. Neon red candles. I could put that song on for you, even. We got DC'd 15 minutes ago, I know. I'm pissed because I wanted to do, like, about something specific. I don't even know if that stream, like, worked. Like, if it recorded right. Sherlyn may go. You're new here. What can I say about BTT? BTT, there's really not much to say about it. It's just an ERC20 token, right? I'm not sure if they're really even putting out... Are they working on it? Is it even being developed? I'm not sure. A great resource, CoinGecko, for that.
XLM and XRP lane, the trading view.
What's up, Josh? In the trading view? No, I'll only look at them in real life. Yes. Yes. We can. Alright, let's pull them up. I'll just pull them up. For Josh, sure. XLM. I was looking at XLM myself pretty recently. Wow, I need to clean up. I need to just have a different XRP chart, don't I? There's way too much on that one. I don't want to delete them. I'm nostalgic for my old charts. Look, XRP is really in the same situation as the last few days, battling with that 50 daily. Luckily above the 200, I think that leans more bullish. What we're seeing in a lot of coins is kind of a lagging. We can see XRP has not gone back to its golden pocket from September. Most coins have. But I will say in favor of XRP here, a lot of the coins that haven't made those retracements are still finding resistance at their 200 daily moving averages. For XRP, that's at $1. Currently trading at 107, $1 probably a decent scalp place to look for. Psychological value, it is a daily local support from late in September. It's close enough to $1. And we see the 20 and 200 here doing an interesting dance, maybe looking to bullishly kiss. As long as XRP remains above that 200, that's likely to play out. I think that would take you back to that 618 retrace, $1.16. And to catch up with the rest of the market, or Bitcoin at least $1.40, not out of the question. Just need to close a daily candle above your $50.10, roughly. What are our indicators saying? A little bit of ugliness here on our indicators for the daily. Waning momentum. No bearish divergence, which is rare, but no bullish divergence as well on the daily. I don't think the daily is telling the picture. Maybe the weekly will. There we are. Nice. Found support off the 20. Bullish engulfed. That's what we knew. And the weekly looking similar to Bitcoin here on Market Cipher. Excellent. VWAP rolling over. Money flow, we can see it looking to move back to the upside after trending down slightly. That's a beautiful Market Cipher on the weekly for sure. This leaves things to be desired, as selling momentum potentially painting here on this weekly candle. I'm not sold. Fancy that. 14 cents. What a bottom. Nice. $156 weekly resistance above you. Man, the weekly does look strong. Daily, I think it's not going to look strong until it retakes that 200. The monthly looks like nothing. That stream disconnecting stressed me out. Here we go. 12-hour offering what the daily refused. 12 hours showing some strength. We do see momentum rolling over, but money flow looking to roll back to positive. Man, what's up with it? Everything we've looked at, which is just Bitcoin and XRP right now, it's like our time frames are all doing this. They're all consolidating again. Our highs are coming down on our indicators. Our lows are coming up. We're not really getting divergence or clear-cut signals. We're getting a lot of uncertainty, as we talked about in the disconnection stream. Honestly, XRP to me looks like this is the play. There you go. That looks like the play. Position from about $1, looking to move back to 116. That's 16% gain. Could be an interesting trade for someone. Not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor. I don't give financial advice. But this is how someone might look to trade on a retracement here. I think that's $1.16 is more likely than significantly trading under $1 for XRP in the short term. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Is there anything else here I missed? Ooh, 4-hour with a golden cross. 4-hour actually looking very bullish for XRP. That's interesting. Very bullish. Huh. I don't have much more to say about it. I think $1 is the entry. Things are looking pretty good. Although, similarly to what I was saying about Bitcoin, we're seeing these bullish signals on lower time frames, but price isn't really doing anything. So it makes me a little weary. I don't think either way that at $1.07, I'd look to take either position. I would wait for $1 for an entry or maybe 116 to look to enter a short or take profit. XLM. Stellar Lumens. A lot of talk about Stellar Lumens lately. Something about, I don't know, the IMF. I don't know. Don't believe anything in crypto, guys. Just ignore it. Ignore everything. Let it prove to you it's real. Don't get excited about things you hear. They very rarely work out. Very rarely. All right, money flow looking decent here on the daily. Better than XRP. MACD looking almost the exact same as Bitcoin, except with a lower high. First day of potentially waning momentum. But we still have plenty of time to close. So this is what I was just saying about XRP. Hasn't made that retracement since September. Let me show you guys side by side. Hasn't made that retracement. So for XRP, that was $1.16. XLM has. For XLM, that was only 35 cents. We can see that not only has it made that retracement, it's closed above it or in it, and now looking for some kind of chilling out period. Has it reached the 0.5? So far, this is a very shallow retracement. We might expect price to return to 33 cents before moving higher, as low as 32.2 cents. This chart's looking definitely more bullish than XRP. At least at the moment. Whew. Not a lot there. Not a lot there. You've hit your golden pocket. It's like you're either looking to test support, looking for that retracement. We just don't have it. I think 31.5 cents, though. That would be the play if you can get it. That looks like a very nice level. Very important level to XLM here. You can see that it's interacted with price extremely responsively. Even before this rally, we saw a little consolidation rejection from there. So you can see that. Something tells me that 33 cents might hold, though. Right at our 0.5. Yeah. Yeah. Man. These charts are harder today. Everything is so primed. It's all primed. Just hasn't let go yet. Weekly on XLM looks about the same as XRP. Very strong, but for some reason we're in selling momentum, even though we have 2 green candles. Something about that is fishy. Trying to make people see red when you're moving green. I'm looking for some upside. Is this the full chart? What strikes me as odd is XLM did break its all-time high this year. It didn't really go anywhere after that. The timing was wrong, something. But 20 cents. Wow, that was a perfectly straight line. 20 cents here, holding on that sell-off, tells me that this is eventually going to look to make those measured moves. If Bitcoin breaks out, I'd be looking for 187 on XLM as high as 318. Bearish cross, but price doesn't care. On the weekly, yeah, let's get a close above 33.2 cents. And then maybe we're looking to finally reach that 47.2. Either way, I love you, Josh. Thank you for the 20. I'm frazzled today. We had all those issues. I had to scream at customer support. I hate screaming at people. It's not my jam. I'm a nice person. I'm a nice person. Except when people don't like the stream. If you haven't liked the stream, you gotta like the stream. It's been a rough day. Let's get 420 likes. Let's all celebrate together. Seems as if what we were saying is playing out in front of our eyes. Our small time frames were not showing us reversal yet. They were not showing us strength in the short term. And during this live, we've seen red candles, as we said. Likely to see red during the stream. Not a really threatening red move. Not what we're seeing so far. But maybe a bleeding. And maybe we're bleeding here. Doing a little bleeding. Five minute is slowly gaining strength. Slowly. 2 hours, 15 minutes till this daily close. And I would wager this daily close closes higher. So I guess the exact same thing I was saying at the beginning. I think we're going to see a little bit more in terms of where we close.
Hey Tom, while I wait on Unison ZCX, how does LGCY Legacy look to you on 4-hour and daily? Keep it spicy.
Keeping it spicy. I need, they need to make, streamers Pampers so I don't have to get up to go to the bathroom. What's up, Giohana? Oh, I know. I know you're happy. ZCX smashed targets. But now you want to look at LGCY Legacy. I'm not familiar, but we can make a chart. We can make a chart. We can make it work. LGCY. Nope. If I could type, I'll just need to learn how to type. That'd be good. Okay, we got some trading history here. So essentially, guys, when we see this, when we see a coin start with something like that, in general, we just ignore it. The reason being is it really goofs up analysis, and it's not an honest representation. Essentially what happened is the second this started trading, someone, whether intentional or not, made a buy order or a market order, maybe the very first market order for this entire chart on Uniswap. And it just so happened to hit an order here, a sell order here. That didn't hold. And so our chart is useless if we include it because it's flat. So usually I just zoom it so that we don't have that destroying our data, and we take the rest of the chart. We take the rest. And we have weeks and weeks and weeks of data to work with. It's so funny. I remember when Uniswap started, and people would ask me to look at the charts, and it's like, dude, we have 3 days of data. What do you want me to do? Now we've got almost a whole year, right? Yeah, a whole year as of August. Wild times. First thing that stands out to me is retracement. And where is it? Right where we want it. In the golden pocket. We traded a little bit lower, but currently ranging in the golden pocket. Does that mean this is a buy right now? No, not alone. That's jumping the gun. We're gonna have to see some kind of reversal first. I'd like to see this weekly close higher, close back at what was resistance back here, close up here, and then you have your first sign of reversal, of a major reversal on the weekly. It is a great thing to see it in the golden pocket here, lining up with support from the weekly. The odds are decent that we will get signs of reversal. We're just not there yet. Man, these stupid candles ruin everything. Stupid initial candles ruin charts. I hate them. I think it's done intentionally, though, to kind of manipulate what the chart looks like. All right, TradingView. Why are you doing this to me, buddy? Why are you doing this to me? All of the stuff I just drew on it, I guess, is only on the weekly, so we're not going to be able to see it. What? Womp. Dude, today's just full of technical problems. Chock full of them. We're taking a look at legacy. Don't know what that is, but we're going to find out. All right, if I change all these things so that they are on all time frames, then hopefully... There we go. And this is also paired against Ethereum, not dollars. So we don't really expect this chart to look exactly like our dollar pairings. We expect them maybe to look like other Ethereum pairings. Just a side note. Actually, I'm curious, where did we go? 1618. Boring. All right, what I don't love is the daily just rejected from its 50 daily moving average at 30,695. Your 20 far above. It's looking for a cross, unless it can find some strength. Hopefully the daily has some strength, which it very much does. Oh my. Oh my. Oh, it does. Market cipher looking solid here at this low. Momentum really looking for a rolling over event from selling to buying. MACD showing that as well. And we have bullish divergence on our daily here. If we see any real kind of upside, excellent. Giohana, you bring some spicy coins, my friend. I've never looked at this. But there's some spices. RSI nice and low. Price nice and high. Which what we like to see. Nice. And we have a daily resistance right there at our 618. Nice. I think it's pretty confident. I'm pretty confident. Well, I can't say we have our weekly reversal here yet. I'm pretty confident that it's going to look to test that 48 level. There's a lot of consolidation there, rejection. We saw lower lows, lower highs. What that paints out is a ascending wedge. And so the formation even of these candles, of this pattern, is pretty beautiful. That's a very slick descending wedge we got. Look at how it looks. Trading view is just being crap today. Like what is happening? What is happening? It's my internet connection. It's trading view. It's everything, man. It's everything. Almost no matter how you place this trend line, it looks like today's candle did trade above it and wick down. That could be a sign that it's looking to move higher. With the week or with the daily looking so strong, With the daily looking so strong, I think there's something we can do. We can definitely down here. Dang. We can definitely say that we have the first signs of reversal for sure. We have some kind of support below us at 20,000. That's also our 1618 extension from our swing low to swing high. We broke it. So if we do see a rejection, and basically if we see 25,591 break, that's the first spot I'd be looking. You can see this is kind of a consolidation level here before breaking out. To return to there would not be the most bullish thing in the world, but it might be a good spot for a trade. I'm leaning bullish on this. I'm leaning bullish on this one. Interesting. I'm leaning bullish. I don't know what path it's going to take. Its response to that descending high trend is very precise. On the 12-hour, we see that green candle move up, wick down, open on that trend line again, and fall. Man, that's close. I think this is where we're heading. I think this is where we're heading. It would be ideal to be able to take that position from that 2,000. But 25.6 might be all you get. That's a cool chart. It's a cool chart. We can see it almost repeating. You know, right before this rally, we had a little period of doing very similar price action. Maybe we're seeing it again. If you break to the upside, break through your all-time highs, I would look for 100,000 all the way up there for a measured move. That'd be quite spicy. quite spicies. Can I look at the 4 hour? Yeah, I didn't even read it. I'm still so frazzled. And I really gotta pee. I should have peed while I was on the phone with them. Ooh. 4 hour not building the same confidence for me. Not building that same confidence. Interesting that trend line's still holding there. It seems like it's under the cloud on every time frame. 4 hour 20 right here at the close. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that car blasting by. Holding right here. You can maybe even look for a tight stop loss right there under the 20. Holding there puts pretty good odds of breaking out sooner rather than later. But this 4 hour does not look great. We're trending at negative money flow. It looked like it was going to roll over. It didn't.
Happy Friday, brother. Can we look at QRDO newer coins, so not a ton of history? If you can't do much tar, all good. Have a great weekend. Call me Hand.
What's up, David? How you doing, man? Yeah, we can look at QRDO for you for sure. For sure. Yeah, Geohanna, this, man, 4 hours not confidence inspiring. I think that it looks very ugly. But bigger picture, I think this looks pretty good. I think it may or may not bottom here. But I would look down lower 20. But I think 48 is really in the cards. Really in the cards. It almost is too in the cards. I appreciate everybody. Thank you for the 10G. And I hope that this turns out. I hope this turns out just like your last request. Dude, why does this keep happening? There we go. Just like that, babies. Look at that. This was his last request. Where do you get TA like that, man? Just boom. Boom, right up to the target, and then red candle. Oof. There it is. There's our short term. There's our short time frames analysis. People say technical analysis doesn't work. And then why am I able to come on here, look at short time frames, and say we're probably going to see red today? We're probably going to see red during the stream and then get red. I don't know. Mental gymnastics, probably. We bottomed yet? Nah. Wow. Still looking to bleed. Still looking to bleed here on Bitcoin, unfortunately. With a very ugly 4. I thought we were going to close higher by the end of the day, but that's looking less likely. Money flow just keeps trending up, though. Candles go down, money flow goes up. That makes sense. Can see it there really well on the hourly. It's like money flow went negative and then whoop, trends back up despite momentum just moving down. MACD agreeing, saying momentum is only on the sell side, but money flow still moving up. Money's still entering the market. We have our lowest point on the 4 hour of RSI right here. It's not the lowest point in price. Oh, this is the 1 hour. Womp. With 3 hours to go, I think we're still in play. Wow. Wow, right to the local support. Bam. Wild. There we go, new hourly. That might be it. That might have been the selling. I don't really see the reversal yet. That might have been it. All right, I really got to pee. I'm going to make it quick. Don't go anywhere, guys. Smash the like button, please. Subscribe if you haven't. Join Discord. I'll put all the things in the chat if it works. Nope. And then when we return in 2 minutes, we'll get to David's request. I won't forget. You can remind me if I do. I won't. It'll be quick. That button, I guess, doesn't work anymore. That's lame. You said you like a little commercial break for me. All right, screw it. Well, I gotta go to the bathroom. Give me 2 seconds, guys. Don't go anywhere. Smash the likes. All right, told you that'd be quick. Hopefully we didn't lose everybody. Hopefully. You know, Scott Lux, one of our patrons, actually has pointed something out, which is pretty cool, and I think it's worth peeking at. Yeah, even more when I look at it. Come here. Come on. It's okay. Dog is just staring at me. Pointed out this, and I think there's some validity to that. Said these look really similar. I think they do. I haven't forgotten, David. Don't worry, brother. Yeah. Yeah, those are very similar, to be honest. Interesting. Interesting. We saw our high, a higher high, a lower low. We had that broadening pattern. Broke to the upside. Is that what we're seeing again? I think the only difference is the broadening didn't continue, at least yet. Maybe we do have a wick down this weekend to continue that broadening. That's pretty cool. If we were to identify on this pattern where we are, it would look like right about here. So maybe slightly lower lows, consolidation, fake pump, fake dump, little whipsaw action, move to the upside. That looks pretty good. Good job, Scott. You caught that before I did. Nicely done. All right, so we're going to look at QRDO for David. Quirdo. Not a lot of history. We'll see what we can do. Definitely not a lot of history. But the history we have is not so bad. I see maybe why your eyes are on this. 185. 185 was the close of the first day of trading. Here we are. We've traded above it 2-3 times since, but currently with 3 hours left or above it, a close above 185 would be very, very strong. That wick is gibberish. This looks like a gibberish wick. $20. It traded to $20 for what, a split second? This is not super ideal. What happens here on new listings when you have this is really actually the opposite example of what I was talking about earlier with LGCY. But what I don't like is, so I would usually cut out this piece of information, but this wick was very real. This didn't happen simply because it was listed. It traded up to here, likely on low volume, and then was sold off. And so you have to imagine when you move from $20 to 2, 90% retrace after moving up, oh, who knows, 10, 40x or something during the single first traded day. There's a lot of trapped buyers up here. That's going to create resistance. It's not the best thing. It's not the best thing to see. But I nevertheless still do like this pattern. Like this pattern. Like to see the daily close above 185. You might see a measured move then. Maybe 278. And your chart looks good. Your chart looks very good. 4 hour looks strong. Yeah, see, there's no volume on that candle. You can't see it. There's no volume on this candle. Oh, yeah, there was. Whoa. There's so much volume. There's so much volume that the candle was hiding it. So there's a ton of volume here. And unfortunately, that means you have a ton of resistance. 4 hour close right at our 1618. Yikes. Yikes. You do look strong, but yikes on that one. I think 239 is very likely. Especially if you can close today above 185, 239, 240. Probably see that pretty quick. I don't know if he can break through this, though. There is so much resistance here. With that much volume, it's like almost all the volume its entire existence was traded right here. And most of that was people buying way, way, way too high, getting trapped, panic selling, or simply not selling and looking to get out. That can spell a bearish kind of take on this coin for a long time. There's going to be a lot of pressure to get through. I love the way it looks, though. Like, our indicators look good here. They look, you know, the 4-hour looks very strong. Even the 1 hour looks pretty decent. I question how far it will be able to go with all of that selling pressure trapped. Well, since that wick's real, I guess we will use our fib tool. There we go. Barely even retraced, huh? Yeah. As soon as you close over 185, I'd be looking for like 240, upside 278. And what I really would think is this. That would paint out a very nice pattern. Like a head and shoulders inside of a head and shoulders. Little fractal shoulders. Interesting chart. I personally would not buy this coin right now. If I did, it would be some kind of like very much scalp position where I'd very much look to limit my losses. Yeah, I don't know if it'd be a long-term hold for me, but there might be something there. I think 186 and 240 are the values that you're looking for that are going to be important. I appreciate you, David. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Man, today, what a annoying day. You know, for me, like, annoying days are when I have to talk to customer support, which unfortunately seems all the time. Yep, selling might not be over after all. We got 51.8. You know what? Yeah, we have to look at Shiba. You're right. All right, we're gonna look at Shiba. Look at Shiba. No problem, David. What's up, John? All right, we'll take a look at Shiba. We're probably going to wrap it up. What's up, Natalia Korniaeva? Nice. Subscribed. Welcome to the fam. Help us get to 50K, guys. We're about to break into 40K subscribers. 50K would be mucho bueno. We can do it. We can do it with your help. Shiba. Shiba smashed resistance. 3,500 and rejected. Finding support again at that 2,200 area, climbing back up to our 26. That is an ugly sell-off, isn't it? Right back to that 0.5, basically. We have a new local daily resistance, 27.87. We've traded above it, now we're back below it. Daily doesn't look too bad, though. Daily doesn't look too pissed off about it. $12-hour looks decent. Daily. Money flow is trending down, unlike most things. Though that makes sense. It might be hard to match the money flow that it saw here. That was pretty intense. For Shiba, I mean, the all-time high's at 4,000. It went to 3,530. all that's left is the all-time high. It would make sense to say, well, it's probably going to go back to the all-time high. But after such a large run, this could consolidate for weeks. Could just trade sideways, maybe come all the way back down to that golden pocket, 1700-ish area. And then go for an all-time high, maybe in a measured move higher. I do like how support's held here. If it trades below 2200, well, 2180 something, this support trades below there again without breaking 35, I'd be out. Not be interested. Too much of a head and shoulder setup with your lower low here. But I don't see like a threat to this yet.
Have you taken a look at ENJ and HBAR recently?
I have not. Julie, how you doing, Julie? If it was anyone but Julie, I wouldn't look at them. But I haven't seen you in a long time. How you doing, darling? I can take a look at both of those quick for you. For show. But we're pleased as nobody else make requests, because we're going to wrap it up. I'm exhausted from stressing. H-bar, though. H-bar doing some things. Looks like the TA was respected. That descending channel broke up. I haven't looked at this in months, I don't think. Broke up. Still dealing with that same 41-cent resistance. Man, that was beautiful. That's just a beaut. I can't remember why I was looking for 76. I'm not really looking for 76. I'm looking for $1. I'm looking for $1 on H-bar. It's our measured move from our local, or if we're not even local, man, this is like our yearly swing low in June. Let's make this bigger.
Can we look at one before we go? Also, don't forget to like.
Jim McCollum. Why you gotta be like that? Why you gotta be like that? I appreciate you, man. I feel like exhausted from dealing with that stuff. Yeah, we can. All right, I'm turning alerts off. Here we go. Alerts, they're turned off. So if anyone else tips is not go play, I've warned you. I love you guys. Yeah. H-bar, I'm gonna look for $1. That's a logical move from here. It put in a new all-time high 3-4 weeks ago. Look for higher. Pretty much only makes sense. Do have some bearish divergence on that high, which is unfortunate. But you're looking strong. You're looking strong on your moving averages. You're above the 20, you're above the 50. I think that 41-cent mark is just a beast that is still struggling to take. It's traded above it, but it's not quite claimed it as territory. Now 100 and 200 crossing are really looking juicy. Really looking juicy. I like H-bar. I like the way this chart looks. 100 and 200 dailies are coming to cross. You're still above the 20. There's really no issues whatsoever if you can keep September 29th low. Oh, wow. Look at that BTC pair. That's some strength. That's some strength. New relative all-time highs in BTC pair. H-bar looks good. I haven't looked at H and E and J in quite some time. And now I see why. In BTC pair, its value against Bitcoin, it's literally just sideways still. I like where it is sideways, though. Consolidating above resistance from 2020. Setting up a very spicy pattern. BTC pair, actually. I'm going to have to look at that more later. ENJ just chilling. I guess this is why I haven't looked at it. We haven't gone anywhere. It's very much just where it was last time we looked at it. This chart's very busy. Pretty clear. Pretty clear. ENJ, $2.20 is acting as resistance. Very clear. That's a nice little support at just under $1. Are we range bound? What's happening? Weird to see this not move. Really just hasn't moved. Huh. Maybe the daily isn't the right time. Man, it's just range-bound trading. Does look to be keeping its higher low, though. I mean, unfortunately, ENJ not really going to get my attention until it breaks 230, 239. Or below 71 cents. I don't think that that's the likely move, though. You have some very nice divergence on this recent low in September. Would not surprise me to see it move back up to that 219. Maybe even look to go higher. Sorry, Julie. I wish I could do a better job for you. ENJ just looks very range bound, and yeah, I'm kind of out of it now. God. ONE though was going wild earlier today. Still wilding out. Nice cup and handle pattern going on with ONE. New all-time high today. Let's use our measure move tool. Bam, bam. Pretty much the same targets. Pretty much the same targets. We have broken the all-time high, so now we would look for these 57-ish cents in the shorter term, but $1? $1 seems pretty possible. Fortunately, this is going to have to keep moving. RSI is too low. Too low. For a new all-time high. Is it still moving? Shorter time frames you don't have it. That's good. Very powerful moving average setup right below you playing out. I don't like... Can't do anything right now. $0.50, 45 cents. Above the 20. I think the play on ONE is not to FOMO in an all-time high, but to look for 20 cents at some point. You know, the trip up to these targets probably not gonna be instant. You may see something like that. 20 cents might be the entry. That's where I would look. I would look take profit. Honestly, let's just say 50 cents and $1. Take the psychologicals. Those are always solid bets. God, this chart. The cup and handle pattern here is just, you can't miss it. It's interesting because that does even look like H bar, doesn't it? Spicy. Spicy. Two charts, same pattern. That's like exactly the same. On the weekly, these two charts look virtually identical. H bar just did the high earlier. ONE doing the high now. Actually, ONE did a high then too. Oh man. All right, I got something in my eye. Today's not my day. Today's not my day. Five-minute does now finally look to be a little bouncy. With an hour and 45 minutes till close, maybe my bet will be wrong, but I'm still thinking we're going to close closer to yesterday's open. I'm still thinking it. I don't think that the price action this weekend is going to be super meaningful to next week. Of course, we'll find out. Hopefully we don't close right here, because this is a really weird setup. This is a very ugly candle. Man, all right. Today's been a day. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be live again tomorrow. Sorry about the internet problems today. We won't have them again, hopefully. We'll come back with more energy tomorrow, right? Jump in the Discord. Check out Patreon, guys. Like and subscribe. You know the jam. I'll press all the buttons. I'll catch you guys soon. Happy trades. Crown out.